The benches of the parish and patrons. On both sides of the central aisle, which leads from the door straight to the altar, there are parishioners' benches arranged in two lines, and along the perimeter there are benches for the patrons and other parish members belonging to higher social layers. At the southern wall of the parish hall, opposite the pulpit, there rises the spacious Box of Lords, based on columns, the patron's balcony created in the form of Rococo in 1773 by woodcarver and carpenter Joseph Slavichik, an immigrant in Liepāja. At the northern wall of the church, there are two especially strikingly painted benches, meant for the family members of the manor intendant or priest during the church service. All parish benches were made in the middle of the 17th century. The quality of their making and decoration recalls the work of either a good manor carpenter or a master from the nearby Kuldiga. On the benches there are painted either vases with flowers or plain ornamental floral compositions with elaborated stylized silhouettes of plants, birds, or animals, characteristic for Baroque art. The frontal panels and doors of several benches are covered by the paintings reflecting the stories of united allegories and emblems, the role of which were not only to educate the parishioners and teach them to recognize the Bible stories, but also approach them in the language of Renaissance intellectuals. The parish benches on the right side were covered by paintings illustrating five senses. Such allegorical stories in the art of the Renaissance period stimulated philosophical thoughts about the human ability to catch and evaluate with these five senses the perfection of the world created by God. On the right side from the central aisle, the parishioners' bench doors are decorated by allegorical paintings of three Christian basic virtues. Do you know what they are? Faith, hope, and love. The infill panels of the benches under the pulpit are decorated with several paintings. One of them shows a luxuriously dressed woman with a column over her shoulder, so demonstrating the physical power, which allegorically voices the meaning of the power of faith. Another infill panel, a woman with a lamb bidding on its hind legs. This allegory personifies the virtue of Christian meekness, whereas the allegorical paintings on the doors on the left side of the central aisle illustrate other human character traits and teach Christian virtues. One of the paintings shows a repulsive woman with two faces, snakes in her hair, and a mirror in her hand, the personification of hatred and hypocrisy that could turn a human obsessed with blind hatred into Gorgon Medusa.